What's good? It's your boy TheCzarr, all rights reserved, coming to you with another one. What we're going to quickly talk about, I spoke briefly with LilPanamaro, and we had a conversation. I asked some questions that are going to open up to some new content that I've been able to answer some questions on the backside. See, you may not be a normal watcher, Panamaro, but asking simple questions helps me to develop understanding. She actually stopped responding on my last question. I don't know why, but that's fine. Hopefully we can pick it up tomorrow. It was very informative, and today, going forward, I wanted to briefly discuss it. Now, the thing that I'm getting a lot from individuals I interact with that are closer to the situation, it seems like they have some type of distaste or hatred of some form, and they throw slander. Like, you know, you could say what you want, but ultimately, when a true person that can decipher information asks each question has a level of importance that you don't even see. I mean, I understand that you think it's some game or whatever you want to say. You said you guys were posting videos and pictures to have fun, but nothing's fun about this type of situation, even me delivering it. And yes, I have a donation model, but my model isn't of a gang scenario, and it isn't of, let's say, getting it off of someone else's back. I'm deciphering information and delivering it to my viewers. That's no different than anyone else does. Matter of fact, not to toot my own horn, even though this is just a fact, it's how I pick the information up, and it's how I deliver it, and it's how I decipher it that really determines the importance of what I ask, my questioning, who I am, what my channel stands for. And you may not understand it now because, like you said, you're all young, you're all like 20, 21, just having fun, whatever you want to call it. But even then, there was a certain manner of thinking I took up, and that is what differs me from a lot of people. And like I told you, we aren't the same. I have a bachelor's degree, I work about 70 hours a week, and I have 2 businesses that I work. So that's my thing. We don't work the same. My ethics may not be your ethics. While everyone's looking for fun now, I put in work so later on I have less fun to look for, and it comes to me. The fun and the relaxation is in my court, and it's not something I gotta chase to make realistic. That's something you'll learn as you work your way through this professional world, and you see how the work world really is and how different things really are for working individuals. I'm well educated, so no, I'm not just some random stranger just asking a bunch of questions. And I saw some questions you answered on social media for others, but you can try and compare it, but it's never the same. It's never the same, because I'm asking things that pertain to the case. I don't need to know everyone around you. I don't need to know everyone involved. I just need to know about particular people who either spoke up or had something to do resembling the situation. Now, I get that there's a lot of clout to be gained in the era that we're living in doing certain things. But what you're seeing is the unveiling of a business model that I worked hard at. Let's get one thing straight. Suge reference. Go over and subscribe to urltv.tv. Check out the URL if you haven't. Battle rap is the era. It's the new movement. Also, slide over to the Star Report. The Quiet Room, slide over there, subscribe to those channels. Daily content, just as I, always entertaining. Now, let's get back into it. I asked you a few specific questions, and I got answers that I was looking for, and to be real with you, no answer you gave me was shocking. I expected except one, and I'm not going to go into detail what that one question was. As a matter of fact, I asked the question, and I didn't expect you to give me the answer so fast without me directly asking it. So here's my thing. When someone's doing an interview or trying to get answers, it's not always about what you think they want to hear or what you're saying if you're allegedly covering stuff up. It's about what you don't say and what you say that help to depict a picture. Now, from what I understand, he was leaving it there for 2 days. That still doesn't answer how did Victor get a fixed jet ski if you claim at that time that he was just dropping it off and he wasn't picking it up. So you diffused something from me that was very important. So he was dropping the jet ski off. So then again, was someone else who you're affiliated with ride their jet ski or a jet ski he had? How did he drive there? How did he take the jet ski there? You stopped answering when I kind of got to those questions, and that's what's really suspect. That's the most suspicious nature of it and what you didn't answer. Now, as I said to her, I asked, why did $50,000 get taken there to buy something and he didn't buy something? She said he's making a lot of money, he's young, never had that much money before. That doesn't answer why someone would pull that much money out to walk around with. And like I told you, no one's that stupid. Tentacion wasn't a dumb kid. He wouldn't just have the money out walking around because he has it. That's never been the person I've been able to perceive him as. Even when he's doing charities and other events, he was a very giving person. He wasn't a person that was around doing clout. And remember, the normal clouts in jewels and songs and skill, he was talented. He had the grasp of the pull and the ear of the era, so he didn't have to do those things like that. So that's where I'm confused too. That was kind of, you had me at a loss for it. Now, you said Victor didn't know him, Tentacion, beforehand, that even though he was involved with Cherry, you, Cherry, and Amari hung out a lot. I asked you some questions about Amari. You said that's your friend. You guys went to stand together. You went there. Even though I gotta admit, I don't know if I believe that fully. You didn't really tell me who hit up who to go there. You just said we knew we had to. You knew you had to because you were fans. You knew you had to. For what reason? To support Tentacion now? How affiliated was you with him to even need to support him if you never met him, really? So you guys are saying, Ja, you're speaking as if he's a friend, but saying you guys didn't know him that well. That's troubling to me too. Because I know for a fact, fans call him Tentacion. Not many people refer to him as Ja as you were doing it. From my interaction with many of my people who look up information for me and many people that are directly involved in the situation. These things are troubling, believe it or not. I'm sorry. Those are some of the things that really don't equal up when I'm trying to understand it. I respect you for giving me the time of day, and I hope we can conversate further if you got things you want to debunk, even in what I'm talking about now, or you want to answer questions in more depth because I've spoken on it now. That's fine with me too. Just understand that the fact that I've taken this up, I don't have to have any relation to Tentacion, and even if I did, it's none of your business. Just know that that's what the subject is, and that's what the questioning was on. That's all. You don't need to know it. You don't need to know who I know, who I'm in contact with, who I share information with. And here's the thing. Everybody's coming at commenters and normal people. The people who I get the most information from, believe it or not, aren't everyday people. Matter of fact, some of them are even superstars in their own right. Some of them you may know, some of them you may not. But just know that's the way the Czar moves. I told you, when I say that's how I rock, there's many ways to that statement. It's not just, oh, that's how the information is delivered. It's a lot of ways that's taken. And you should take it. Because this channel moves very specifically to get some type of, let's say, conclusion, if not a solution, to information that's shaky. Autopsy, toxicology. I didn't even have time to get there with you with that, because you're probably just as confused as me on that. But no, LilPanamaro's not a target. I never looked at you in Target. I asked questions and I got some answers today. Hope to get more, but if not, that's fine. We'll still keep marching forward. The mission continues. You know, in respect to the original commenters that stick in there, even when I do videos about them, even when I mention them off-brand without mentioning their name, and they know they're mentioned, I appreciate you. You know what I mean? You can say that, you know, it was disrespect. No, I respect you. That's why I speak about you. Anyone who's slandered, I never talk about them. I don't care about them. I don't have nothing to say to them. And I want to say, fall back to all those sitting there throwing loose threats at a lot of commenters behind the scenes. Fall back with that. If you got something to say it to TheCzarr. Say it to me. Although I could see why you try to depict it. But here's my thing. If I catch up with commenters and I get your email, 9 99%, I'm going to find out who you are. I mean exactly who you are. I told you, I didn't even reveal to you the system we use to figure out who people are. All I need is one piece of evidence. One piece of evidence, an email that you sent to someone, anything. And I can figure out your name, your location, who you hang out with, where you've been, because my system isn't nothing normal you're downloading, that you're doing. It is a person type system. So literally through people who may be around you every day that you talk to, I tell them not to even acknowledge. If you ask them, do they know me? They're going to say no, because I always want them to say no. And that's to most people, not all, because I have direct people, and these people aren't going to Florida. They aren't in Florida. They're in a specific spot where the power shift is. They're not headed to Florida, not even on the West Coast. The strongest use of techniques come from the Midwest. I'll just tell you that, because I know they're not traveling to see anyone in the situation, and I know for a fact they're not interacting with anybody directly. Those are my strongest sources of information, because all they have to do is have known someone that's around you, and they ain't got to hop on a plane, a train, a bus, nothing. Period. Just know that. Because you guys throw threats at the wrong people. It's just weird. That's why I just want your emails, and we can handle it from there. I ain't got to come out. So if you haven't sent TheCzarr an email, you're smart. You're smart. Because you knew that this is no ordinary person for you to just do that and slide off like I did something. Nope. We're going to follow you. We're going to follow you. We are going to follow you. Yes. I'm part of the strongest fraternity in the world. What do you think? Professionals from all different walks of life. Same thing as CommenterNation. What did you think? What did you really think? And I'm very glad that LilPanamaro interacted with me. I like that conversation. I think you're a very smart individual. I don't find anything off-putting about you. I don't like the slander and the punches you were throwing at me. That's kind of wild, but still, it was a productive conversation. I got information. You know, you got some type of closure to your thoughts and regards, hopefully. I wanted to also put out there that I like the way things are going with the channel. I like the way things are going with the way the stories are unveiling after what I spoke about yesterday and what I tend to speak about now in the next video and the next one, because I'm working my way to 3 a day. That's my goal. But ultimately, what needs to be understood is that these are kids, really. The same way Tentacion was a kid and didn't deserve that. These are kids. So show respect to everyone in the situation around it. Don't make no assumptions of who I'm getting information from. Just because you think nicknames closely regard someone, I can promise I give off-putting nicknames to direct people in a different direction, because I know ultimately you'll never figure out how I get my information and who I get it from. That's why we're set up so smooth. That's why we have things put in place. You know how to follow me at @ALL, CZARR. The Instagram that I contact people on, you can see that posted. Donate to the model. Donate. Help me build this brand. Support the channel. Every bit helps. And yes, that is the motto that I use, because it's the motto of the future. The same one your politicians with millions use and have you donating when they don't need a dime. Why are you giving them money and not someone who's bringing production and productiveness? You know how I rock. All rights reserved.